There's no turning back now.
Netflix is digging up Gene Wilder to host their dystopic Hunger Games cum Squid Games reality TV show where people get tortured for entertainment. What in the Mr. Beast meets mainstream television is this? Netflix are using an AI-generated voice to get families to turn on one another for a cash prize. This is real life in 2026. Let's watch the full trailer and see what we're dealing with.
For the first time in decades, I'm opening my beloved chocolate factory.
Netflix have got together 12 contestants, and let's be real, we're probably talking best friends, we're talking married couples, we're talking parents and their children, and locked them inside what is apparently Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, with an actual chocolate river.
A whole new generation of real-life golden ticket holders.
But instead of just being shown round, they're going to compete for a mystery prize.
Will compete for a life-changing prize. Or say a most unfortunate goodbye.
This is directly from Netflix. Players must navigate a series of Wonka's temptations and challenges, which are designed to push them physically, mentally, and morally. I'm sorry, mentally and morally? Tied to wipeout, physical challenge. You know, people get hurt, but there's good risk management in place. Mentally and morally? What? Who signed this off ethically? But I mean, it's not the only thing that's unethical about this. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Gene Wilder, dead. Sorry if that's news that I've broken to you, but yes, Gene Wilder is dead. The voiceover is AI generated. With the consent, I will say, with the consent of his estate, his family. I'm not sure it makes it much better, if I'm honest.
I'm opening my beloved chocolate factory.
I'm sure some of you will disagree with me, and you're obviously welcome to do that. But I look at this and I think, yes, Gene Wilder is iconically Willy Wonka. Sure, I'll accept that. And I think that there's logic from Netflix's perspective to go, right, let's use that nostalgia and have that as the host, the narrator. But for me, this is a step backwards. You know, Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory is Roald Dahl's most famous publication, in my opinion. Gene Wilder was great in the film adaptation of Willy Wonka, but he was great because he had the chance to do it. And I think that we're losing that. There was an opportunity to give someone else the role, to create it in their own image, to reimagine what being Willy Wonka meant, to reincarnate Roald Dahl's most famous character. But instead, no, we're reincarnating a dead man. A genuinely dead man. With the consent of his family, by the way, which I think makes it worse. I don't think it's respectful. I don't think it's good. But that's just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
Marvel at the magic you remember and delight in my newest wonders beyond imagination. The most extraordinary competition on Earth is about to begin.
Where are we?
We can already see in this image the reality TV archetypes playing out. You know, we've got the two ladies at the front who I'm going to go on a limb and say mother and daughter, who are absolutely shocked with what the set looks like. Pretty sure it is in a Mr. Beast video, so this has been seen by the general public before.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
It looks pretty cool. I imagine it looks cooler in person than it does on video, but we're going to have some people who think they can outsmart the system. We're going to have people who genuinely are there because it's a fun thing to do with their time. You know, we've got some old people at the back. That's probably what they're there for. You know, the money's a bonus, but they're boomers. They probably don't need it.
Boring!
And as someone who watches people make horrific mistakes on television...
Chigan bees mixed up. No, okay.
This is going to be full of human failure. Both the classic physical and mental errors that make up a vast amount of reality TV show interest, and apparently the moral ones. Still don't know what that means.
Oh my God.
The trailer doesn't tell us much about what games we're going to see. We see this very classic game show setup. Plinths across the stage. We've got somewhere where the host can stand. And on the right, we've got this massive swingometer between good and bad, which I think is going to be something we're going to return to at least once an episode. Now, the question I have, is this going to be something that's in the game? You know, moral decisions that you've made that are good and bad? Yes, we managed to complete this Crystal Maze-esque task, but we lost someone on the way. Bad, morally, probably, but good overall, you know, for the greater good.
All about the greater good.
The greater good.
Or are we going to be talking about things that they've done outside? Are we going to be recreating Saw, is my question.
I want to play a game.
We've got this room, which appears to just be a room filled with wallpaper, and that's it. And otherwise is empty. I can only assume that one is another moral test to see if they're going to, you know, if you have to sit in this room for 72 hours, can you still make moral decisions? Probably not. And then there's this, which I think is like Buzzwire game, where you can't touch the wire with the little thing. Pretty good game to play. Not sure it's a great game to watch, especially more than once. You know, the Jeopardy's kind of take it or leave it. Fundamentally, this is the most American thing I've ever seen. It's coming out on Netflix at the end of September. Are you going to be tuning in, or does this dystopic AI-generated slop make you think, nah? Drop your hot takes in the comments. And if you love to hate reality TV, smash that subscribe button. Bye-bye.